Check, check, check. Having YouTube send out those notifications. Check, check, check. Hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video as always. Welcome to Driver's Corner. I am still on some home time. Should be live here. Drop those questions in the comment section as usual if you have any question. Should be live here. So, any questions you have? How is your training going? Type in the comment section, let me know. How is the orientation? Are you thinking about coming over to Hirschbach? What company you are with? Hey, Zach, you're back. Thank you for checking in as always. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. How's it going for you, Zach? Any new developments on your end? You're going to test out this week. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Mainly on this stream, I wanted to talk about when you get your truck and your trucking, gym membership, how did you eat, your health and stuff like that. I'm still on some home time. I'll be heading out tomorrow, heading down to East Dubuque to pick up a student tomorrow. So, just, when you have your own refrigerator on the truck, you got to meal prep. It's nice when you're on a dedicated account where you can go home every weekend and cook. But Walmart is going to be your best friend, grab some salads, some rotisserie chicken. It doesn't have to be fried chicken all the time. You know what I mean? Stay off those sodas. You're going to try to avoid the McDonald's and the Wendy's and the Hardee's as much as you possibly can. It's going to be a challenge, but things like that. I was speaking with a driver earlier this week, and we were talking about intermittent fasting. You already are not doing that much activity, so you will be burning less calories. Let's say your job is not a high activity job already. So he says he eats once a day. Some people eat 2 times for the day, stuff like that. Gym membership. There are Anytime Fitness. You got a bunch of Planet Fitness. Some of these gyms, they have truck parking nearby, or just like when you go to a Walmart and you have to find somewhere to park to let it work. It's the same way. If you want to work out, you have to fight for this thing. So sometimes you got to park close to a gym. It might not be the best parking. You run in, you knock your workout out, you shower there and then, and you go. Sometimes I stop at an Anytime Fitness. It might be a 45-minute workout. It might be an hour workout and shower. Sometimes I work out and I hit the road and I shower at the next Love or Pilot. Sean, yo, what's going on? What's going on? Krista, shout out. Just wanted to touch on that fitness aspect of it. The trucking thing, a lot of people hop on here and they tell you guys, let's get that money, let's get the miles, let's go. You don't even drink enough water to stay hydrated out there. You're just running because you don't want to stop to even pee, which I believe is ridiculous. Drink your water. If you got to stop and pee, you stop and pee. Your loads are not that tight where you can stop to run in and use the restroom and make it. Occasionally, there might be that situation, yes. But, I just want people who are tuning in to me to know that your health is very important and it should come before anything else. Because a lot of times, we put our health to the side chasing the dollar. And then later on in life, you got to use the dollar to focus on your health. So while you're making that money, just put your health forward. Watch what you eat and do the best you can. It's a challenge. Occasionally, I myself will stop and grab some fast food, you know, stuff like that. So, Zach, good luck on your test this week. Do you have any questions? How are you feeling? Are you nervous? Any drivers out there want to hop on the live? Let's see if I can invite a guest to, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I have invited a guest. If you want to hop on the live, let me know. I can throw up the link in the comment section. If you have any questions, if you're a Hirschback driver or if you're a Prime driver who are thinking about coming over, if you are just doing your research and you wanna hop on, hop on. But let me get those questions. Or I have a question that I want to ask everyone in the chat out there. What is your most challenging thing about trucking so far? Whether it's the training or the driving. What is your most challenging thing? Zach says, feeling okay about it, hope to be one and done. Well, the key to that, Zach, you know, leading up to your test, like a day before or so, you might have to just shut a lot of things out, quiet the noise, you know, focus, go over that pre-trip the night before, and then in the morning, just go out there, stick to your guns and knock it out. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, my friend. Trying to multitask here because I promised you guys going live every Sunday at 7, so I'm basically multitasking. Getting into tight spots, says Ricky. Yeah, that is a forever challenge. I will say after about 6 months or so in your training, you or in your driving career, you will find that it becomes a lot easier. So you'll be fine. And a lot of times, I always tell people when you go to a shipper or a receiver and there is a tight spot, a lot of times there is a lot of space in front of you. Use the space in front of you, get straight up with all the space in front of you, and then make it a straight line back. Or as long as you get the tail end of that trailer in and you see that you can come back as much as you can, and then just try to get straight going forward and then just straight line back in. A lot of times, one of the easiest thing in your training, which is the straight line backing, it becomes your best friend out here in the real world. So I hope that helps, Ricky. I remember in my earlier part of my career, the getting into the tight spots was a challenge for me. I used to pray and like, I hope when I get to a shipper or a receiver, or I don't have to back in between two trailers. And some shippers and receivers, the boxes that you have to back into, some have more room than some, right? There some of those Walmarts, a lot of space. And then you get to a factory or a meat plant, and there's not that much space, and there's a expensive Peterbilt or an expensive Kenworth, or even some of these newer Freightliners right next to you. You know, it can be tricky. It can be very tricky, but the more you go into your career, the more confident you'll be. And I always tell people, you know, you want to challenge yourself, but if it's at the end of your day when you're tired and you don't have to challenge yourself, take it easy. Back that truck in if you're going to park, or if you're getting to a shipper or a receiver and it's late, you back that truck in, you know, take it easy. Challenge yourself when it's early in your shift. You know, I just did a video about this recently. When you 1, 2, 3, 4 hours into your shift, you know, that's probably the best time to do it. We don't have a lot of questions today, but good luck, Zach, and I'm rooting for you. Sean, Mr. Sean 203, talked to you a while back. I think you were over at Prime Inc., thinking about coming over to Hirschbach, if that was correct. But good luck. Do we have any more questions? Anybody in here want to tell me how is the training aspect going if you're in training? Different from Zach, who is going to test out this weekend. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get a hold of Sadiki. I have a Hirschbach driver that wanted to get on the live. I hope he will be joining us shortly. He's busy. Let me see. Man. So I am on the High Life account, just telling you guys about my account. I'm on the High Life account in Minnesota. We pull pork on the Midwest. It's a dedicated account. I just learned that that account will no longer exist. So I'm working with my dispatch team at Hirschbach to find another dedicated account for me, or I might be going OTR for a short period until we get this figured out. But oh, Billy, what's up, man? Going into second week of training, very good experience so far. Good, good. Uh, a lot of people don't make it to the second week because it is such a change. Some people train for 1 week and they're like, ah, I'm out of here. And to see you keep pushing, Billy, you already halfway there. I'm thinking you're at Hirschbach, right? Let me know in the comment section. Krista, how do you mentally prepare for being out longer than expected when trying to get back for home time? You know, that's a very good question. As a truck driver, sometimes things don't go as planned. How do you prepare mentally for it? You know, one of the main things coming into trucking, when I was doing my research, I kind of prep myself to know what to expect, but it is very disappointing, you know, if that situation arrives. You just have to communicate first with family on what the situation is back home, because I always say, you are out there trucking, but the world does not stop because you're trucking. Everything doesn't stop behind you because you're out there trucking. So that's how I prepare for it. Communicate. You can never be fully prepared. I've had it happen to me, I think, once. Pissed off. I was supposed to fly out of the country also, and some things got messed up along the way. Billy said he's in Hirschbach. I'm heading to East Dubuque, I think tomorrow. So I'll be stopping by the terminal in East Dubuque. Hopefully I can see you, Billy. I'm meal prepping right now. So I promised you guys every Sunday I would go live at 7. On Sundays, I'm usually out of the house already, cooking some good old Jamaican curry chicken. Oh, yeah. This bad boy got the whole house smelling good. How do you build dry stamina? How do you build dry stamina? Sean, you know, I would say you will notice on your first month, like your first week, let's say you try 5 hours and you start to get tired, 6 hours, 7 hours. How I build my stamina is I notice I have a routine. So I will get a cup of coffee early in my shift and I'll just start driving. Halfway, like 3, 4 hours later, that coffee really kicks in. It still got me awake. And then if I start to feel drowsy, that's when I stop and I eat stretch my legs. And sometimes too, you don't have to drive 200 miles before you stop and get out that truck and stretch your legs. You know what I mean? Go for a walk, you know. But the stamina, it builds over time, if that answers your question. It takes time, you know. A lot of people drive a car cross country, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm used to driving car from Wisconsin to Arizona." But driving the truck, it's a different ball game. A different ball game. Zach says he will be in East Dubuque as well tomorrow. Okay, Zach. Yeah, I think I have an email from you. I'm not quite sure, but I did answer some emails this week. But yeah, I'll hit you up when I'm passing through tomorrow. Yeah, I will be out on the range. Okay, Billy. Yeah, I will definitely stop by. I'll definitely stop by. Shout out to the East Dubuque gang. I noticed I was in Kansas City, I think week before, not this week, the week before, and there were some students training down there, but not as much as I see coming out of East Dubuque. Most I can drive straight is 7 hours. Okay, how long have you been driving, Sean? How long? 7 hours. You know, you got to build a schedule, and one of the main thing that people don't realize, get a lot of sleep before you start your shift. So whether you're going to be driving in the day or you're going to be driving in the night, the sleep the night before or the day before, it helps you during your shift. Because when I was in training, I did a lot of night driving, and I would notice whenever I get a lot of sleep in the day, I would knock out driving in the night. But if something should happen that disrupt my sleep schedule, and these things do happen in the refrigerated division, man, driving that night shift is a trip. I can tell you, brother. So, it will come over time. Stick to your guns. Do we have any more question? 1 year. Okay. Well, I must say though, Sean, 1 year into my trucking career, I was a little bit over 7 hours. I was doing better. But even now, because I'm spoiled on a dedicated account, I find out that 7 hours into my shift, about there, 7, 8 hours, I start to get a bit dreary, weak. You feel like you want to. I normally just go grab a shower. But the key, do not drive tired. If you feel like you're tired enough where you can't drive, just communicate that with your dispatch team and let them know, hey, I'm shutting it down. You know what I mean? Another thing too is you have to know how long you can drive. It's important that you do. If you get a load and let's say you drop a load and they throw another load at you, and you see that, hey, I'm not gonna have the stamina to complete this load in time, communicating with your dispatch, be like, hey, try to talk it through. I was at Prime Inc. I had, fleet manager, as they call them over there, be like, I'm afraid I might have to get some rest. Or is it possible for you to open the delivery window or the pickup window on this load? And there are people out there that will tell you, oh, you're soft. No, you don't want to drive tired. You do not want to drive tired, my friend, because if something should happen because you're tired, you're the one who's going to be blamed for it. You know what I mean? And it's always good to let them know, I do not feel safe. Safe is a big word. You let them know, I don't feel safe moving this truck. But I hope that helps. Good luck to all the guys who will be testing out this week. Yeah, reefer can be crazy at times compared to flatbed. I did both. The thing with reefer is when I used to drive with loads from California to New York, you would be, let's say you want to get to New York at 5 a.m. at this receiver, right? So you drove through the night, you get there at 5 a.m., you're tired. The next load they give you got to deliver somewhere at 5 p.m. Now your sleep schedule switches. And it's like you can't just tell your body, okay, I'm going to move from sleeping at nights, bam, to start sleeping at days. And it can be challenging in the reefer division. So I know, sometimes you have the time to sleep and you're laying there in the bunk and your eyes are wide open. You know, I got some tea that has melatonin, I think, something like that. It still did not help me sleep. I find that with the TV in the truck, the TV light will help me to sleep more than anything else. But those sleep schedule can be very crazy in reefer. I agree with you, fam. For real. For real. But when you're what I used to do when I realized that, okay, I gotta go to sleep at 4 or 5 a.m. Now this is when a lot of drivers are leaving the truck stop. Let's say I'm pulling a long haul and I'm pulling into the truck stop at 4 or 5 a.m. This means that when the sun comes up, I want to be sleeping. This is when I pull all the blinds around, pull all the blinds around, make sure in that truck is dark. You don't have the sun coming in on you and you just get to sleep. I like dry van because it's a mixture of both, but for the most part, it's drop and hook. Okay. Yeah. The thing with these companies like Prime, Hirschbach, you will run refrigerated load and you will run some dry loads. I just took a load of Coca-Cola, I think it was, from up in Minnesota to Wisconsin, and I didn't turn the reefer on. When I'm taking Coca-Cola, when I'm taking water, when I'm taking beer from up in Milwaukee, when I was with Prime Inc., I used to run a lot of FedEx load. And those FedEx loads, it's a mixture of items in them. Yeah, I would not turn the reefer on. So basically, the trailer is operating as a dry van. You know what I mean? So it is a mixture of both. I love those drop and hooks, though. I'll tell you. Uh, Training, when I'm training with students, it's very challenging because I'm used to when it's a drop and hook. I'm in, boom, I drop, boom, I hook, boom, I'm out. When I'm training now, I have to go over a few steps with a student. Sometimes when they're backing in to drop that trailer, it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes when they're backing in to hook onto that trailer to get out, the whole bills of ladle with the shipping and receiving office, that can be a different step that I have to explain as well. So that in itself is another challenge. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I love those drop and hooks. What? I'll be in and out. Get me a next load. You know what I mean? I love those. But yeah, Sean, work on your sleep. Um, Another thing too, this is where it gets tricky, right? You pull up at a shipper or a receiver, and they're taking 4 hours to unload your truck. This is not a joke. So at about 3 hours, you go into the bunk, you lay down, and by the time you fall asleep in that bunk, boom, 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 boom on your door. We're done loading your truck. That's one of the craziest things. They knock on your door right as you fall asleep. No, you got to wake up. Make sure you're alert enough to pull out that door, get your paperwork, follow all the safety steps that you need to follow, get out. If it's that time of the day or night, find some parking. I was stuck for 17 hours at a meat plant. Sean, that's nothing. I was stuck, I think it was in Arizona. They were waiting on a part of a product. I was there for 29 hours, a day and some change, bro. I was with Prime Inc. at the time, so they did pay me layover pay, which was, you know, good to see that on the following paycheck. But You know, that's the thing too. You have everything set. I'm gonna go to the shipper and receiver. I'm gonna get loaded, or I'm gonna drop off if you're at a receiver. I'm gonna go to a truck stop. I'm gonna do this, that, that, and somewhere along the line, oh, you JBS. Somewhere along the line, man, I was mad. And then the funny thing is, when I go on Google and I read the reviews about that shipper, everybody was complaining like crazy, like, don't go to this place. But as a company driver, I had no choice. You know what I mean? I was like, no way, no way what these people are saying on the reviews about this shipper is happening to me. Yeah. I was there a day and a half, man. I was there for long, man. I was there for a long time. Now, what can you do? Get what's that thing? Get some DoorDash or something. Yeah, especially if it's in the wintertime. You can't come out and walk around the truck and, you're stuck inside the truck. Some of these meat plants are, some of these shippers and receivers, they don't even have proper bathroom facilities. They just have a porta potty. Um, they don't have a little area for drivers where you can get something cool to drink. But if you're stuck like that and you notice the time is running, talk to them. Talk to them and say, hey, what's going on? How long you think before this will be ready? And if you gotta, DoorDash some food to your truck, that's what you gotta do. And you always gotta have food in your truck. Before now at Hirschbach, where I have a refrigerator, I used to have a instant pot and I used to have an electric cooler. And that's how I used to run it when I was at Prime. And I always have a coffee maker. So those Hershey's loads are the best. Free chocolate when I deliver. Watch those chocolates, Sean. Sean, watch those chocolate. But hey, what can you do? What can you do, fam? Yeah, I love delivering at the Nestle plant for our picking up for water because a lot of these places you could just get free water. And I drink a lot of water, so you know. I hope Sadiki would have popped on here. I can't see him. Oh, there we go. I am into. Ever had a meat plant give you an extra pack? No, no. Uh, Never had that happen. I can tell you though, I almost stopped eating pork up there at this pork plant in Minnesota. Um, I saw the student was with me, and she saw one of the pigs fell out the truck while they were trying to get them into the slaughterhouse, and she's like, "Oh my god! Well, I'm never eating bacon again." Oh my gosh! And they just used a front end loader and slam it to pick up that pig and throw him in the slaughterhouse. And you could hear the pig squealing as they were letting them off into the slaughterhouse. And she's like, "Oh my God. It's like the pigs know that they're about to die." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I know how that goes." I almost like quit, I almost quit eating pork, but I just had some stewed peas with pigtail, and it was pretty good, you know. I don't know. Sometimes I give up meat. Sometimes I'll eat my bok choy with some carrots and some tofu, chickpeas. Try to eat as healthy as possible. But I mostly eat chicken and shrimp and stuff like that. But yeah, Billy, you guys laugh. They use a front end loader, and just shove it underneath that pig and take him up and throw him into the slaughterhouse. And that was the end of that pig. They do pork shoulders, hog ears, any part of the pig you want, you could get out of that plant. and they pull them for different meat. This trucking job, when you go to some of these meat plants, just the smell alone will make you want to stop eating meat. I'm telling you. You're like, God, darn it. Yeah, but it gets crazy. It's a funny story, man. If you are used to a 9 to 5 with your pen and your paper and stuff like that, and you come out here in the field and, you know, worst case scenario, if you have to shut down at one of these meat plants and you got to sleep there overnight and that smell is like infused into your truck. Oh my gosh. Um, Wagwan G, love alone. Bless up, love alone. Wagwan, yeah. Uh, the smell alone made me stop eating meat, especially at Tyson chicken. Nope, not letting me stop eat meat. I got some curry chicken with carrots on the stove top right now. I'm meal prepping, Sean. What you talking about? That stew peas with the pigtail, jerk chicken. Whoa, what are you talking about? uh, I'm late. I'm sorry, but what did you say about drive stamina? Tashman, I was just saying that your drive stamina builds over time, but you have to have a system. Um, I'm gonna have a driver join us and see if we can talk about drive stamina and how it's going. Let's see. The guest is gone. Oh, I guess the driver is gone. What happened here? Check, check. Did I lose you guys for a minute there? Am I back? Okay. Yeah, the driver stamina. I drink a cup of coffee in the morning when I'm getting started. Um, 2, 3 hours in my shift, that coffee will kick in. So I'm good in terms of caffeine. 4 or 5 hours in my shift, I'll probably grab something to eat. It depends on if I'm intermittent fasting. Because sometimes in trucking, you do intermittent fasting. You don't want to be eating 3, 4, 5 meals per day every day. That kind of makes you tired after eating too. You just feel sleepy, and depending on what you ate, lethargic. You know what I mean? Cash money. Okay. I just choose to spell it with a 3 instead of a E. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you pull up at a Burger King or a Wendy's and you get those cheeseburgers. Food like those, if you are not used to driving 10, 11 hours and you eat food like those, it can make it a little bit rough on you. You're looking into coming to Urshback in September. Okay, come on over, join the family. Use my referral code FULVA1. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. My emails are on my videos. I'll be sure to help you guys out. I was trying to get a driver in. Uh, Let me see if I can get this one of my moderators to put this link in the chat, and one of you guys can click on it. One of you guys can click on the chat, on the link in the chat, and I'll add you. You can press the camera if you don't want to be on screen. But let me see. Hold on. Bam. All right, I'm gonna have somebody throw up the link in the comment section. If you want to hop on the chat, ask some questions, I'll be sure. So if I help you to come to Hirschbach, feel free to use the referral code FULVA1. I also train. If I'm available, I will train, but I don't make promises to people before talking to them over the phone to see if we will get along on the truck, see if we share the same expectations. And I always let people know what is expected. Um, but yeah, Sean, these meat plants, they're not going to stop me from eating meat. I do, however, sometimes take a break from red meat. So you'll have 3, 4 months where I just eat chicken and maybe some shrimp. I'll eat curry chicken, jerk chicken, stew chicken. Oh man, I'm Jamaican, so that's how we roll. September 5th. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I see that Chevelle will be at Iowa. That's in East Dubuque, September 5th. That's like 2 weeks from now. Well, good luck. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section under my videos. If I can help, I absolutely will. I don't put my number out, but if you send me an email, I will exchange numbers, and if you have any questions, or if there any way I can help, if you're having problems with a recruiter, getting through stuff like that, and click that subscribe button. We're working on getting up to. I'm almost at 800 subscribers. I want to get to 1,000 someday. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. I'm trying to get the link to the live in the chat. So Chevelle or Tash Money, what are the most challenges you found when you're reaching out to try to get with Hirschbach so far? How smooth is the transition? Be very interested to know. I had people who I know, Hirschbach got them in. They sent them a link. They fill out that link, the application and whatever, like on a Monday, and by the Friday, they were on a plane. And Hirschbach will fly you in your orientation and your training process. A lot of companies, they'll have you sit on a Greyhound for 14, 16 hours. Woo, ridiculous. Um, my recruiter has been the best. It has been good so far. So that's good. I'm good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Well, just remember to give them that referral code if I help you guys in any way. If not, hey, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate that anyways. Other than this, trucking money is amazing. Already booked my trip to Miami next year. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Sean, I see you. Okay. Hey, with this job, it can be challenging, but it can be fun also. But remember to treat yourself. I'm going to Jamaica in October. So, take time out. I mean, if you have a plan on what to do with your money, that's fine too. There are some people that come into trucking and they say, okay, I'm going to save X, Y, Z. I'm going to try to get a truck, or I'm going to start a small business, or I'm going to pay off some credit card, fix my credit. I'm going to, whatever your plan is, you can stick to it. But be sure to try to enjoy your career more than anything else. I'm going to drive my car down because of the cancellation of flights. Been seeing a lot of that happening. Yeah, you can park your car down there in East Dubuque. And also, when you're done with training, you could drive back home to pick up, because you're going to get your CDL on a paper. You're going to have to take that paper back to your state and then get your plastic, you know what I mean, from your state. Have it transferred to your state. So it'd be cool. Hirschbach will repay you or refund whatever fuel you put into your vehicle to get there. So make sure that you save your receipts. Do not show up to training and say, "Oh, I spent $300 on fuel to get here," because they're going to want you to scan those receipts in, and boom, simple 1, 2, 3, you get your money back. Absolutely have to treat yourself. Yep, you have to. You know, sure. I usually keep these videos for 30 minutes. I'm going on 40. Every Sunday, I'm going to be live at 7 p.m. Also, click that subscribe button, click like on a video, help us to grow however you can. I'm still on home time, but I take the time out to make this video for you guys. I'm not going to draw this out and keep you too long, but I really, really appreciate the love. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, stay safe. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video.